Hey, yo, what's up? Hey, this video is based on the facade that us Americans have been portrayed upon, of the stock market investors and titans being the economy goers, the ones that supposedly make the economy move and do this and do that. And they actually are by the book type of investors, when that's not necessarily true. These guys are some of the most shadiest pieces of shit that you've ever seen. And I'm saying that out of respect, but I'm saying that, also have seen how the market moves, have been a trader for about 6 years. And I noticed so many different things, but we're not here to talk about trading. What we're here to talk about is different situations where I thought some things were very, very shady, right? And we'll start with this one right here. Okay, in 2019, it was the beginning of the EV boom, right? At the time, Biden, and he had the whole legislation talking about EVs were going to be the car of the century, and you had to make sure you get your EV because it was going to be the law, right? And at that time, EVs were making some of the biggest popularity boosts that you've ever seen in a stock era. And I remember it was a few select ones, right? We had Tesla. I think at that time Tesla was trading like at about $89 or something like that, maybe between like 89, something close to like 100, if I'm not mistaken. And then you had other companies like Workhorse, and it was a couple other ones. It was Workhorse, and the one that I'm talking about though is Nikola, right? So Nikola was an EV company, and they were, man, I'm talking about, they were the big attraction. They would get so much attention, and to the fact the retail community really stood beside them, right? And their stock was just going up. It was going crazy, right? And I remember I was one of the guys where I was looking at the company. I was like, man, these is cool. These trucks is cool. I think they're gonna make a splash, man. And come to find out, that that's not what happened. They were doing, what they were doing. They had advertisement. They had trucks on the road and things of that nature. And then I believe like a year later, their stock hit like an all-time high. I think it was like $79 a stock. And the next day after that, we heard so many different things from the CEO having sexual assault issues. And this one right here kind of just threw me into a loop, because I just really didn't understand this at all. They also said that the hydrogen trucks that they were making was a complete facade. They were fake. They were just fake. The advertising that they made, the trucks rolling and this, that, and the third, there was no AI at the time, and the trucks were just fake. The rumors were that, there were a lot of rumors, and the rumors were that Nikola's trucks were only running, the hydrogen truck was only running because it was plugged into the wall. So it was plugged into a long cord and letting the truck drive all over the place, but it was plugged into the wall. And then you had another report that they were taking the Nikola hydrogen truck up to the hill and just letting it roll down. And they was just getting everybody on board with that. So you're probably wondering, well, who did the reports and research for this? There was a company called the Hindenburg Research company. Now, the Hindenburg Research company, keep this in mind, guys. These guys are actual stockholders. These guys are big players in the stock market, right? And I just did the research and found this out, and I thought that my instinct was saying that something was wrong. right? I don't think this company should have been hit the way they were hit. And the issue with that is that Hindenburg are big short sellers. If you guys don't know what short selling means, that means it's a company that's always trying to find any little thing that they could benefit off of in retrospect, that they're looking out for other investors of the company being shady. So if they could find any little thing, they'll let everybody know. The stock could crumble and they'll walk out the door counting their dollars. It's called a short sale. Those guys are the biggest pieces of shit. Bill Ackman did the same thing with Herbalife. Herbalife is a decent running company. The stuff and allegations that he came up with were absolutely crazy. They have a good company and the products were good, right? Anything else they did, I'm not too sure. But let's get back on topic. So Hindenburg said that they were the ones to report that they took the truck up the hill and they let the truck come falling down the hill. The truck is fake. It's a facade. Nikola isn't real. I'm talking about the stock went from $79 down to $10 a share in a matter of 24 hours. I lived it and I seen it with my own two eyes. And I just still to this day, I still can't believe it. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you that the truck runs. The Nikola truck runs, and it is look exactly how I seen it in the advertisement. But my point is that these guys don't play by the rules. So if anything, you guys are knee deep into the stock market and you're just in love with what these guys are doing, they don't play by the rules. They will fuck you if they have to, right? And that's what I think they did to Nikola. I think they got Trevor Milton out of there. They put the alleged assault cases on the guy. They had these terrible rumors that caused the stock to plummet. And at the end of the day, the funny part that I realized is that Nikola was giving Tesla competition. How Tesla may have had some type of coincidence or connection to this, I don't know. But all I do know is that Tesla is the only running motherfucker right now, and all the other companies are completely shut the hell down. Monopolized. Can you honestly imagine Tesla being ran by who is ran by is going to be in competition with the other competitor, and the name is Nikola? Do you guys know Nikola Tesla? Nikola Tesla? No, it's not happening. It's only one, baby. There's only one that could be on the block. You guys get what I'm saying? So that kind of, came back to me, man. I just kind of always wondered about that. And then I see the truck on the road multiple times, but I just happened to make the video now. But I'm going to put that at the end of my video to show you that it was a perfectly electric hydrogen running truck. That I believe at that time was the same shit. But they don't play by the rules. Just want you guys to know that. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you were a part of that in 2019. And drop that in the comments. Like, subscribe. It's the voice of the people. That's it. Man, back in the day, they said that the truck, the Nikola truck, wasn't real. They made the dude go to jail because they said he was running plug-in trucks. That's a real Nikola truck right there, bro. That's a real Nikola truck.